Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris and I help people find their center. In this video, I'm going to start a series in talking about the elements. The elements in terms of earth, water, air, and fire. And I'm going to spend some time in each of these different elements. And it's based on two things. Polarity therapy, which was invented by Dr. Randolph Stone, and it's got a background in Ayurvedic medicine, in Reiki. It's similar to reflexology, yoga, and even Chinese medicine principles, and from Avatar: The Last Airbender perspective. So Dr. Stone said that life energy is the current of nature. It gives human being life. It's also known as prana. In Chinese medicine, it's known as qi. In Reiki, it's called ki. All of these things boil down to the same stuff, the non-physical energy that flows through the body. And when you're well, and when things are going well for you, when you feel well, you're in a high vibrational state, then it means your qi or your prana or your life force energy is flowing. However, we are all born into the 3D body. We're all born onto the planet Earth, and we all have some sort of disruption or dis-ease going on in the body. And trauma, even the trauma of our birth into a physical vessel, causes an imbalance in some way to our flow of qi or life force energy. And that is what creates dis-ease in the body. That's what creates an interruption in the natural flow of current in our body. So Dr. Stone came up with this system, and it's similar to Avatar: The Last Airbender in talking about the elements. So the way he viewed the body is from head to feet, and each certain parts of the body correspond to a different element. So starting with the earth triad, you have the neck, you have the bowels, which is like the intestines, the large intestine, and the knees. And those all correspond to the earth element. Now, Dr. Stone came up with something cool. He put it in order from head to feet of the zodiac sign. So Aries rules the head, which is fire. Taurus rules the neck, which is earth. And the three triads in earth or the three triads and the zodiac signs associated with them is the neck, which is Taurus. You've got the bowels, which is Virgo, and you've got the knees, which is Capricorn. So you may find you have a particular propensity. If you're a Virgo, for example, you may have some intestinal or bowel stuff to work out. I know when I was born, for example, I was very colicky. So as a Virgo, I came here to balance out that element. I came here to balance that particular blockage. It's something I came to work on. So from Avatar: The Last Airbender perspective, we're all prone to a particular type of bending. We're all prone to a particular personality type in terms of elements. So you've got earth, fire, air, water. And we're all made up of a combination of all of these. And by finding out which constitution you have, which kind of temperament you most likely have, you have one main one and then maybe a secondary one. And that goes beyond. It could be linked to your zodiac signs, absolutely, your sun, moon, and rising, and also the main overall ruler of your chart. For example, I have a lot of planets in Leo, and I have a lot of planets in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the primary ruler of my chart. I've got like 5 planet placements in Sagittarius. So my go-to energy is in Sagittarius. And however, a lot of people tell me that they see me as earthy and fiery at the same time. So it depends on your zodiac signs, and it depends on the overall sign of that. And you may find you may be watery, which is more emotional, earthy people are more practical. And each time, I'm going to go through more in the next couple of videos of each one in depth, but this is just a general overview. So again, what type of bender are you? Are you an earth bender? Are you practical? Are you a water bender who is fluid and adapts to change? Are you a fire bender who is direct and, or an air bender who's detached, who's about freedom? And again, in the body, it manifests itself in different ways. So the way to tell where you have a blockage could be linked to a particular chakra and element. So if you have some neck pain, you could need to work on your earth element. If you got some knee pain, you may need to work on your grounding. You may need to strengthen your boundaries. So physical pain in the body is your body's way of telling you to pay attention. It's your body's way to get your attention to focus on that particular blockage and work on that particular element to get it back into balance. And when it's out of balance, it means it's negative. It's too far in the negative, which means you have to bring it to the positive to render it neutral, which is balance. Neutrality is balance. So to do that, you need to work through some of your traumas. You need to work through some of the stuff that's holding you back. You need to work through some of the stuff that's stuck in your body. Where, again, in some of my other videos, you may have heard me ask, bring awareness to your body. What emotions are you feeling, and where are you feeling in your body? Comment down below and let me know. And when I worked on people as a massage therapist, as a polarity therapist, practitioner, cranial sacral therapist, Reiki practitioner, I've worked on a lot of people, and I've seen blockages manifest in similar ways in similar areas of the body. So like I said, you can also do it two ways. You can look up your zodiac signs and the ruler of like where you have the most planets, and you could do it based on your personality, which is what a lot of astrology is based on, is also your personality. So there are two ways to identify that, or three: your zodiac signs, your personality, and your body. Where do you feel this? And earth sites tend to hold the trauma in like their earth element, in the body parts that I named, your neck, your knees, or your colon, or your bowels. You may tend to hold trauma there more, or you may get out of balance in that particular element more. So I hope I explained myself kind of well. And if you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, I highly recommend that show. It's one of the best shows out there. My wife, my twin flame, put me onto that show, and it was life-changing. And it's a kid's show, but it's very deep. So there's the avatar who can bend all four elements in one person, and he's the bridge between the spirit world and the physical world. And there's bending nations of the four elements, and the regular benders, usually like earth benders, live in the earth kingdom. The fire nation is fire benders, obviously, and so on and so forth. But they each have a specific personality type, and you can see that in each of them throughout the show. And it can give you some pointers about how you thrive, how you can take back your power and tune into your own wellness, is by identifying more of yourself, identifying where are you holding on to this stuff, which element is out of balance, and bringing that back into balance will definitely help you. So again, what's your zodiac signs? You start with your sun, moon, and rising, and how do you react in terms of like getting angry? How do you resolve conflict? How is your voice? And you can tell, I have a series on chakras and some of the elements of how to tell generally a little bit if some of these are out of balance. And the third one is to notice in your body, where are you holding tightness? Where are you holding stiffness or pain or any kind of stagnation in your body, because you're supposed to be a free-flowing being. You're supposed to be have your chi flowing and feel good, and wellness is a natural state of being. Like I said, the definition of health is the ability to perceive the vibration of unconditional love, of joy, of bliss, of passion. And if you're not tuned into these more of the time, which is your natural birthright, your natural state of being, then you have some work to do. And it could be on the emotional, it could be on the physical level, it could be on the spiritual. It just depends. And the way to start your healing, the way to start taking back your power, is by tuning into your body, tuning into yourself, and learning more about yourself and where you're holding these blockages, and work through some of them. And some of them may require some treatments. Some of them may require some changing of your diet and different things. But first step is awareness. First step is learning this kind of information. So smash that thumbs up button. Yeah, bleh. Subscribe. Check out more content. I'm going to come out with the Earth series, the Earth element first. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace and unity.